Hello, YouTube and fellow resellers. Welcome back to what sold over the weekend. These are sales from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are going to get started. My Dolphins decided to bring me back down to reality. Oh well. I mean, geez. Just it just brings me down a little bit. Really makes it for a poor weekend. When your team loses, man, that's okay. Maybe it's the best thing that's happened to them. We gotta look at the positives. We gotta bring people down to reality, humble people. Can't score 70 every week, but that's okay. Neither can I. Here's my handy dandy AI tool. We had 21 sales for $840.37. That is 3 sales off my goal. And I'm also $160 off my goal for the weekend. I try to get about 1,000 over 3 days. But what are you gonna do? You take my average sales cost of 30.9%. That includes eBay fees and shipping and any relevant state and local taxes that are charged to the customer. $259.67. Average cost of goods of $9.75 per item comes out to $204.75, which leaves me a total profit of $375.95, which is 45% of the total sales. That is just awesome. But you got to pay our Pluto overlords of 15% taxes for $126.06, leaves you a net profit of $249.89, which is 30% of the total sales, missing my goal by 3%. As you can see, this weekend is full of disappointments. That's okay. We're looking on the bright side because, hey, I'm lucky to be doing this. I'm lucky to be making videos. And at the end of the day, I'm lucky to be celebrating my son's birthday over the weekend. It's been fun. So let's get ours started. We got a lot to go over. We have this Grayson. Grayson is very well known for their polos. I found this. This is like a cashmere blend. I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up, found the exact model on their website. Turns out it's got poor reviews. Feels excellent quality. Looks nice. Did take about 5 to 6 months to sell. But hey, still sold. Sold for a good amount too, $66 plus shipping. The next item is an item I highlighted on my short that's deplorable, despicable things to do, and that is these pants. I spent $30 on these, but I do an average buy cost, so kind of sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad on that one. These sold within a couple weeks for $51 plus shipping. Here's another item highlighted in my shorts. These were hemmed quite a bit actually to an inseam of 28. Took about 3 weeks to sell. Did sell though for full asking price, $44.97. If these pants, this is a brand called Killick, by the way. These didn't have a hemming issue. These are easily $75. Next item is also an item that was spotlighted, and an item that I think a lot of people would have just kind of left because there wasn't a whole lot of sales volume. When it comes to Nike, and specifically Nike Jordan, when there's no sales volume, but I do see new solds that are selling, guys, don't be afraid to pick this up. This sold for full asking price in a matter of a month for $39.97. I'm telling you, just look at every Nike piece that you have in your thrift stores and learn to trust your gut. Here is an item, new to me brand, Borelli Napoli. Really high quality dress shirt in this nice classic black checkered plaid, whatever you want to call that. Took about a month and a half to sell. Did sell for full asking price of $39.97. That brand, guys, does not have 100% sell-through rate, but does sell for a lot of money. All right. As you guys know, I tend to try to stay away from shoes, but sometimes I've had these for probably about 4 months. This is actually the 3rd time these have sold. However, this is the first time the buyer has paid for them. What the fuck? But anyways, they sold for $33.97 plus shipping. As you can see, they required next to no work. They did have like a little stain at the toe box, super slight. Made sure to note that. Otherwise, customers getting a great deal on basically a brand new pair of shoes. We have Outdoor Research. Guys, I'm loving this brand. I don't find it very often. But now that I'm doing these trips up north, I find this brand all the time, and I'm just amazed. Every single time I find this brand, it just has a high sell-through rate for a high dollar amount. This took about a month and a half to sell for $39.97, guys. And I will tell you right now, thrift stores do not know that brand very well. Prana. Here's a pair of pants. Took about, I don't know, 3-4 months to sell. But I buy these. I pay up to a maximum of $15 because they always sell around this number or $40. Sold for $35.97. It's kind of a list and forget type item. It's a fluff item. I have plenty of those. And Tucket's one, Ariat's one, that kind of stuff. You just list it, forget it, and you're going to sell it. Now, if you are new to this and you're trying to learn new brands, you could probably sell this item for $30 within a few days. And so if you're getting this for under $10, I would do that. I would play the low dollar amount and high sell-through rate game of this. But I like to just sit on it. The right buyer will come around eventually. Here is a Lululemon metal vent quarter zip, half zip. It's a zip. Man, I need to refold it. That's shit. This was a return. Just got it on like Friday. Gave the buyer his money back. Relisted it, of course, and sold right away. Getting into that season, the fall season, people want their really high quality items. So basically sold within a day of me relisting this for $35.97. Here is probably my favorite item to sell. Cool is one of my favorite brands overall, just in general. And this is a flannel, one of the newer styles, because you can look up the code in the material tag. This did take a long time, as you can see. This took probably like 6 months, but I did pick it up in the dead of summer. So sold for $30. I'll take it. About what you can expect from most cool flannels anymore, as the market is starting to become very saturated with those. Here's an item that took also close to 6 months. If not a little bit long. I don't know. 6 months maybe? Seems long, but I totally forgot about these. I got an offer on them and I took them right away. These sold for $28. It is a newer style of Lululemon, but just not a very popular model, as you can see by the sell cost. Or the buyer's cost, or my asking price, whatever you want to call it. Guys, here's an item. Took under a month to sell. I don't see people picking these up. I don't see people highlighting Nike. These are a pair of Nike yoga pants. They took under a month to sell, and I had $29.97. Are you doing this yet? Are you looking up every Nike? I mean it, guys. There's one thing you're going to learn on this channel. It's to not underestimate certain items. Nike is one of them. And I mean it, guys. That you saw 2 Nike pieces that I know damn well most resellers are going to pass on because they just don't know. Not me. Not the stoic reseller. Here's another fluff item. Adriana Goldschmied. I picked these pants up. I will pay up to $12 for them. I list them for $29.97 plus shipping. They always sell between $25 and $30. And yeah, quick sell. Those sold for $26.97. We're starting to get into the more everyday items. The items that keep the business moving. These are the items that you're going to want in your store at some point. When you first start out, I probably wouldn't be picking these up. It might pain you, but you need to use your limited resources to pick up better items. Items that you saw in the beginning of the video, like that Grayson quarter zip, some of these Lululemon pieces, the Borelli shirt that did take a little bit. Maybe you're going to be an everything seller. Those Cole Haans sold 3 times. I mean, they did take a while, but they sold for good money. Those are the items that you're going to want to look for that have high sell points, fast sell-through rates, and hopefully you're getting them at a reasonable price. Untuck It. This is a short sleeve. This was more or less a kind of trust my gut. I felt like it had a very nice little beachy theme, very classic, maybe city-esque vibe. This only took about a week or so, and I mean it sold very fast for $22.97. Guys, I don't buy Untuck It. I spend under $8. That's the only time I will ever buy Untuck It, so making good profit. Here is another cool shirt. This is the Response. I pick these up all the time. These are very active sellers, around $20 to $25. Got $22.47 for this. It was a 5% or 10% off offer, and sold rather quick. And you see, sold within a couple days. Again, I consider that a fluff item, an item that keeps the business going, still makes profit, but it's not a super high dollar amount item. Here's another great example of a high sell-through rate item, kind of fluffy-ish. Problem is, you're not going to find Ariat for cheap. You got to get lucky. I did buy this shirt for $8, which, I mean, you take my average buy cost of $9.75. Did sell for $22 in a matter of a few days. Guys, Untuck It. You list these right. I list every single Untuck It at $24.97. Unless it's a performance blend like the nylon stretch or a linen blend. Price was slightly higher at like $28. But other than that, most of the other ones I sell at this price. And they sell like hotcakes. They do take a little while. I like, like I'm in the 1600s. So it probably took me a good 4 or 5 months to sell this. But, it looks good. The numbers look good. You get some money out of it. Keeps the business running. And isn't that the goal? Just to keep the business running? Man, that's unprofessional. You see me reaching and grabbing all my other stuff. Alright, we're getting into items that either had flaws or just items you probably should stay away from. An amazing women's brand, but if you overprice this, it's going to sit. I overpriced this, and guess what? I've had this for probably 9 months at this point. Nice Sundance sweater. Sold for $21 plus shipping. I don't know if I would recommend anyone picking that up. Okay, Johnny O. Quarters up. You're probably thinking, hey, I see other people pick up Johnny O all the time that sells in the mid-20s. You are absolutely correct. However, this has got plenty of stains that I missed. Sold for $16. Did take about 3 weeks. I think that number speaks for itself. I've had this since beginning of the year. So this is probably like another 8 to 9 month item. Clubroom Cashmere. Now, hear me out on this, guys. This is something that I delisted, relisted for $20. Took forever to sell. Cashmere just doesn't sell for me the way it used to. But I did take 15. First offer that came through. And the last item that I found, or that I sold rather, is this Untuck It. I'm not quite sure. This one I've had for well over a year. Delisted, relisted it. Sold for $9.99. And yeah, guys, I'm not really just not a cut that people want. It's not a dressy shirt. That's the problem. It's more of a casual. More the Untuck It casual stuff just doesn't sell. Let me just be honest with you guys. You want the dress shirts. That's pretty much all you want. But hey, that's it for the weekend. It's been a roller coaster weekend. I had a great Saturday. Had my son's birthday party. Had a Nerf gun fight. Sales are rolling. A little below average or below my goal. And the Dolphins got their ass handed to them. But you know what? It's a humbling moment. And we can all learn a little bit about being humble, okay? I am happy that I reminded myself, I'm happy that I get to do this. I get to sell these items online make some money, pay for my student loans, my wife's student loans. I get to pay for my car. And at the end of the day, my family's healthy. I get to go to a barbecue today, watch some football with some family. And if the only thing that I have to complain about is a football team losing, you know what? It's pretty minor in life. So guys, let me know what you think. Did you have great sales this weekend? What did you do? Did you have a lot of fun? What are some positives in your life? What are some of the things that you have to humble yourself with? Like and subscribe, share my video, and until tomorrow on a What Sold in 24 Hours, rule the day.